Up in the NFC East between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Tackle made by Chase Young. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. He
coming.
Get away there on 3rd.
Sending him.
The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Carry here for Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup at 12 and a Commander's first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's taken down at the 43. But not
Let's go, Dodge.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute?
Thank you, Ed.
He doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels.
Oh, I spread him out. Took off.
So the drive
Quarterback draw.
into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Straight ahead, Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete.
Let's go, Jess Blaze.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's not a guarantee of future success, but we've seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And how about finding this guy without a home? Signed as a free agent this past week.
Doesn't make much sense to me. I'm not sure how you felt about it, but I thought he would have had a home a long time before this. And now just find a way to put it in his hands and let him run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And hitting the 15-yard line. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game
in Tennessee and a 2-point conversion in overtime to LSU. So
feeling the running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, they tried to catch him.
Hold him to Reggie.
There with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about that, but I did like the idea of the process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
on second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every coach they have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers?
Oh, no, this nigga is, what's the name? He's perfect on the day, so I don't know how my butt balling him. I'm executing.
Midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. He playing the same type of offense. I mean, he's doing the same fucking plays. That shit ain't gonna work.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession. But the coverage held, it goes incomplete.
And now the punter treads way as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. So
they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times to get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, well, they don't know how to catch those.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Room here to run. And all the Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 47 yards. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
You caught me looking at my phone. My phone keep ringing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 4. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Ah, come on, Daddy.
After that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd got to look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 3. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Get off.
Here it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown.
Hey, Juju. Hey, Juju.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take it a 3-4 lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
the 27, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off-play action, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 40-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, this is Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in the football.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin with a run by Barkley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st.
Oh, come on. Why I got a punt?
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger from 19 yards away. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Steps away. Looking left sideline, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And take it right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance, not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
I know y'all let him win this one. That was on me.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward.
I gotta keep that field goal on 4th down.
One game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Matter of fact, let's see if that motherfucker even touched the ball. Oh, because the draft week did stuff. No, the Vikings had that pick the whole time. They picked that 3. I thought it was the Titans. Nah, the Titans would have never did no shit like that.
It's Sean tripping.
Two-time Gatorade Player of the Year in Kansas. 14th on the ESPN 100. It was Los got the Vikings. Oh, no, Los was the Titans last year. Yeah, that's why you got white is this shit? How? Damn, Harold.